Hi guys, I am Allison Gray and I am the author of I'm Just Bad at Math. I'm here to chat with you a little bit about plans for my next book moving forward, a couple of things that go along with that and the writing process, and then also tell you about some of the challenges I've been starting to experience with the Kickstarter. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is plans. What's next? This has been such a huge deal, launching this book, and looking forward, ideally this will be successful. We're doing really well, so I have my fingers crossed. But plans for the next book, I'm pretty much going with the same concept. So I started Failing Forward Books, and the concept of that is near and dear to my heart. I really think I'm going to stick with the idea of math, and last time I did a ton of research on what was out there already. So truly the only books that were available for math, like learning and how kids are learning, and are written for adults or teachers. There wasn't much out there that was written in a way that engaged kids without forcing the idea of mathematics down their throat. So I did a lot of research, so that's going to be a thing that I'm starting to do as well. I took a lot of surveys, so I surveyed parents, I surveyed kids to see what their real experiences in math are. Is this something that they are feeling? And it was. A lot of kids felt that they weren't good at math and certain aspects of it. So research, surveys, I wanted the book to focus on real issues that people could relate to, while also getting the message across. So that's kind of the plans going forward. Thinking about the writing process, I know I've gotten contacted by quite a few people saying that they've always wanted to write a book, and it's a great thing. Like, it's been 2 years. I cannot even believe to even just get this first book out, just because I'm self-publishing, and I'm also a teacher and a mom, and I wanted to do it right. So the first stage, right, if you think about the writing process, is just getting a draft down, and that you have many, many drafts. Like, it wasn't you just sit down and write it. No, I wrote it and wrote it again and threw it away and wrote it again. And then after drafting, I got an amazing, amazing editor. Bobby Hinman, she is fabulous. And I felt like a student again. I sent her my manuscript and she ripped it apart, which was scary because I was like, oh, maybe I'm not very good at this. But she made it so much better. We ripped it apart. We looked at like a plot diagram. What's the most exciting part? And I felt like I teach language arts, right? So I felt like one of my students, and I'm like, why didn't I think of that? So that's a really vital part of the process. You have to have an editor look at it. Most people have more than one editor as well. So there's different, strengths that different editors bring. So that's like the second phase after drafting. You find an editor. And then the next part was, it was done, right? I had my done manuscript. I was looking for an illustrator. And this part was like the exciting, fun part because I got to look through a bunch of different pieces of work from different illustrators, and I found Andra Pana. She's Andra's Illustrations, that's her company, and she actually illustrated one of my good friends, Lindsay Ackman's book. Her book is called I Hope It's Just a Puppy. Wait. Sorry, Lindsay. Oh my gosh, I'm having a brain. Blah. But anyway, her book I've loved. I said, it's gorgeous. I don't know if I can afford Andra. But I've saved and saved, and it's worth it. Her work is unbelievable, and she offered to paint mine traditionally, which it's stunning. If you haven't seen it, you can go on my Facebook page and take a peek. So I sent her my manuscript. She started sketching out ideas, and this part, this makes me fall in love with this whole process, because if you find an illustrator that you mesh well with, it's like they read your mind and they just bring the stuff to life. So every time she sends me an update, I like run to my computer. I'm like, oh, it's really fun. So she's sketched a lot. She's painted a lot of spreads for me, but that's a huge process, right? That's an ongoing thing. And then the next thing, I wanted to do a Kickstarter. So I was hesitant because I wasn't sure if I should. I think I was like, I could just upload it to Amazon and people can purchase it off there. But I truly wanted to launch it. I wanted to launch my book in a massive way, and I thought Kickstarter would be a good medium to go through. And it really has sparked this passion that I have uncovered for the whole process of writing a children's book and making it just so how I envision it for kids to hold in their hands later. Now, the Kickstarter is great, but it is a roller coaster. Like I'm freaking out, and then I'm like, okay, it's only been 3 days, and I can't believe it. We've done so well so far, but I'm like, oh my gosh, no one's backed it in like an hour. What's going on? It's crazy, but we'll be okay. It's only been 3 days. So I'll put the link in the description of this video, but yeah, so that's next. And so we'll see what happens from there. I never thought I'd be writing children's books, but it actually makes sense because once I started with just the idea, right? But now that I'm here, I'm able to affect kids that I would have never had a chance to interact with before. And if this Kickstarter goes through, I'm ideally able to reach kids across the world. I have backers over in England. I have international backers in other places. I don't know where exactly, but I know they're international, which is insane. Like, it's so exciting to me. And the fact that I get to collaborate with all these amazing creative people, like my illustrator and editor, and I'm working with someone, Josh Becker, to help me do my Kickstarter as well. So I'm learning so much from them. And the big challenge is just making time for it all. You know, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, a teacher, and now I'm an author. And time is like crunched, and sleep is like lacking. So it's been crazy. But I'm super passionate when I get to share my progress with my students. They freak out. They're like, oh my gosh, you're gonna be famous. I'm like, calm yourselves, it's okay. But it's fun. So anyway, I'm gonna end the video, it's getting long. Thank you for watching if you've made it this far. Self-publishing is super hard, but you've made it possible by spreading the awareness and believing in my message. And if you do believe in it, and if you share my page or my link with others, that truly is what is gonna help me succeed. And we can bring the book to life. So thank you for watching, and we will talk soon. All right, bye guys.